Okay, I'm in the shop today working on a base for the sofa table that I was building. And I've got the four corners for the base. I've got them notched out, and I'm gonna do a little half lap joint inside of here. So essentially what I'm trying to do is, let's see if we can get that in there. I want these cross pieces that sit right under the tabletop to sit in here. And then the second one's gonna sit on top. They're both gonna hang out a bit, and I'm gonna put a little camphor on the edge. And so I need these two to lap over each other. So I am going to use my chop saw just to show how that's done. And what I've done here is marked halfway down the board, and I'm gonna set the depth on my slide saw so that I can go down and cut it. I know you can use dados, and I know you can use a few different things, but this is one way to do it, and I like doing it. I don't have dados on my table saw because the slide saw that I've got doesn't accept them, and so I've figured out how to do it on my chop saw, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, most, if not all, slide chop saws will have something like this on the side of the saw, some type of depth gauge. On the Makita, it just flips back and forth, so you can use it or not use it. So we're gonna flip it out, and what happens is this screw here just gets stopped, and the saw can't go down any further. And you can screw it in and out to set your depth. So I've got my mark set right here. I'm gonna push the saw down until the center of the blade, right, the lowest point of the blade is at that mark. So I've got to come up a little bit. Maybe down a tiny bit. There, right now, when I max out the downward movement of the saw, I am at my halfway mark. So now I'm going to set it in the saw and start cutting through, but you have to be aware that obviously there's a curve to the blade. And if you just cut straight down, then you end up with that little radius at the bottom. So I set another piece of wood in behind here that allows me to slide all the way back and forth, and then I just cut the whole thing out. There, now you can see we got a nice half lap cut. So I'll cut all the rest and then we'll fit them all together. At the end, you can kind of see that I pull the saw blade out and kind of move the board back and forth. That's just in case I left the front and back a little bit high, and then that blade helps to level it out. Okay, now if I cut these all right, they should go together pretty smooth.